From London, England, where the Queen lives.
Recorded live from an underground bunker and packaged into an MP3 with a pretty little picture. Helping to kickstart your day with the motivation and inspiration you need 365 days a year. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. And this is your host, Chris Jaggs.
Good morning and welcome to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast, the weekly show. My name is Chris Jaggs, host, producer, director and creator of the Learn, Develop, Live method. Now I want to help you identify that pain you have, the issue, the one that's just niggling at you, develop that incredible new habit, the one that's going to tackle it and take it on, and wait for it. You are going to be able to smash it out of the park and live your life like nothing ever happened. Because, guess what? You're incredible. You have incredibleness inside you, which is just waiting to be released. We just need to get you on that path. And once you get yourself moving in the right direction, damn, you are going to be grateful that you believed in yourself and gave yourself that chance to fulfill your true potential. In this episode, I'm going to tell you why you need to surround yourself with good people, incredible people. I sound like Donald Trump now, not intended. But also, why the environment that you put yourself in is so important to your own growth as a person and the craft that you and your world are trying to get into. It is actually more important than you'd actually think. Before we kick off this next adventure, let's have those special messages.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast, getting you ready for your next big adventure.
It was a big one.
You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Subscribe and never miss an episode.
Bonjour and good day. Right then, let us dive right into this. Question for you. Does positive thinking work? Whether you're trying to tackle personal issues in life, stay away from alcohol, maybe as far as trying to escape the dangers of domestic violence, surrounding yourself with positive thinking influences is essential for lasting success in life. Ultimately, a lot of positive thinking has to do with people that you surround yourself with. This doesn't mean that you can only spend time with perfect people. After all, no one is 100% perfect, despite the amount of egos there are in the world that think they are. What it does mean, you should look to surround yourself with happy individuals who motivate you to become better and to, believe in the importance of positivity. They are your cheerleaders, actively cheering you on in your efforts to ignore the urge for a beer or lending emotional support to you as you cry about your struggles with domestic violence, whatever your situation may be. Everyone's situation is unique to them and never a 100% copy of someone else's issues. So let's debunk the myth about positive people first. Now, positive people aren't necessarily happy all the time. I consider myself a very positive person, but I'm not smiling 24 hours a day. My cheeks would no doubt ache, and I'd look like the Joker from Batman with a permanent smile painted on it. What positive people are trying to do? Well, they try and have a positive influence on your life. It doesn't matter whether these individuals are family members, co-workers, or a stranger they have just got into a conversation with. They truly have your best interests at heart and want you to accomplish your goals. I have your best interests at heart and want to try the best I can to influence and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. And that's why I record 9 podcasts a week, every week, for you, the listener. When you surround yourself with positive influences, it becomes that much easier to stay focused on your end goals. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel energized and motivated when you spend time with these people. You won't feel stressed out. No one needs stress if it's not needed, do they? Although, some people, they actually seek it. It's a strange issue and another story. So it's true to say, we all want success in our business, our finances, relationships, and ourselves. Every single thing we do. So why do so few people actually find that sense of fulfillment in these areas? The harsh reality could actually lie in your standards. If you want to change any of those things, your business, your relationships, your expectations, your life, you'd have to raise your standards. Those negative people that you have around you, whether you even realize, feeding you little nuggets of doubt, and a nugget of doubt a day will only create a big old pile of, doubt. Remember what we said about surrounding yourself with the people who lift you up, the people who give you the knowledge and help you learn from your mistakes. By raising your standards, your inner circle will only get better, and so will you. Now, one way of looking at this is that you attract what you are. We've all heard that quote, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. Another quote which runs along the same principle is, if you surround yourself with 4 millionaires, you're bound to become the 5th. The idea that who you surround yourself with has lasted this long because it's true, and you can use it to achieve your dreams in business and in life, whatever you're chasing down. We know why it's important to surround ourselves with good people. But another often said theory that rings true for a lot of people, not everyone, but most, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. The motivational speaker Jim Rohn said that you become the 5 people that you spend the most time with, that shape who you are. They determine what conversations dominate your attention, what directions you take yourself, your moods, how you view the world, and of course, your own expectations for yourself. Okay, look, so you have the info about why you should surround yourself with great empowering inner circles, but how can you make this a reality? Even with just a small shift in change, it can just make things so much better. The first part is the decision to surround yourself with greatness, with a higher understanding of yourself and what you truly want to do with your life. We all have goals, we all have objectives, but what gets your priority? The adventures that you choose to invest your time and energy are a reflection of your standards and of your relationships. The biggest step in surrounding yourself with positivity is the decision to raise your standards, well, right now. It's very likely that you've got yourself used to having certain people around and are worried about moving on. Now, this is completely natural, but you can't let fear ruin your life. When you actively choose to surround yourself with people who want to make you happy and who share your ambitions, it elevates the standard of what you will or won't put up with in life, in business, whatever your situation is. Your goals and your dreams are worth it. Once you believe that, you will become unstoppable. When you raise those standards of yours, you can let go of your negative relationships. If you see yourself as a go-getter, but other people close to you aren't, business especially. If your business partners and team lack ambition, then you're clearly not on the same page. So letting go of negative relationships will allow you more time to surround yourself with successful people. People that won't want to bring you down. Now, do you feel good about yourself when you're with these people? Or do you feel upset, unsure of yourself, and not in control of your own emotions? Our emotions tell us things. They're like a voice in our head that lets us know when we need to change in order to feel more fulfilled, if you feel drained, fearful, agitated after spending time with someone. It's a sign they're just not good for you. It can often be uncomfortable to step away from relationships that are lacking. You don't want to burn bridges. You might have known some people or these friends or colleagues for a long time, but it's essential not to feel obligated because they are old friends or feel that you owe them something. Work out why you want to stay in these relationships so that you can change your mindset and free yourself. You'll be more prepared to focus on what actually really matters to you. Identifying people, the positive people, is your next step to becoming the most awesome version of yourself. You will have negative people around you when you start, but there will also be plenty of positive people there already. There'll be different types of people, different personalities, and all actually support you in some way that maybe you didn't even realise. Now, if you're having trouble trying to work out a positive person you have already, why not look at to compare them against some of these character types? We have the positive thinker. Now, we've already said, no one's happy all the time, but there are those who see opportunities in the obstacles ahead of them, whereas others, they see slight roadblocks until they work out how to go around them or just knock them down. We also have the smart people. Remember, if you are the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, who will push you to always keep learning and stay curious. 2 things will eventually lead you to guaranteed success. How about the hard workers? We must know some of these. Success is more than just smarts. In fact, there are plenty of smart people out there who don't have the drive to actually succeed. The hunger of a hard worker inspires everyone around to do more, be more, achieve more. Try and remember, enthusiasm is always bigger than the talent, especially when the talent isn't performing. And finally, we have the dreamers and the visionaries. This world needs dreamers just as much as it needs doers. The visionary in your circle is the one who will entertain your wildest ideas and always encourage you to chase your dreams. Thinking about it, maybe your inner circle, your new one, is actually a professional group that you look to join. Surrounding yourself with people who can learn from is a huge factor in succeeding. Finding a mentor is a great way to be guided by someone or by several people who've either done it or have a little bit more experience in what you're trying to do than you have already. A mentor is someone who is already getting the results that you want. They have a strategy for success, whether they know it or not, and by spending time with them, you can develop a similar one. How does this person respond to conflict? How do they network and forge relationships with key contacts? What habits have they established that lead them to their greatness? If you observe their patterns, you can see how you can adapt similar ones to your own life. You can also look to join a mastermind group or another professional group, either online or in person. You can work with a coach who will help you overcome limiting beliefs and seek out uplifting people for you to spend time around. Not only will the coach be a good person to spend time with, they will also be able to help you identify which individual in your life that you need to limit your exposure to and to help you seek out new avenues for forging those beneficial relationships that you need to level yourself up. Finally, well, it's an old favourite and everyone knows it. Get out of your comfort zone. Nothing was ever achieved by sitting comfortably in that comfort zone of yours, that nice comfy chair of yours, eh? To surround yourself with good people who will take you to the next level, you need to spend time with where they are. Ambitious people attend seminars and workshops that feed their minds and cause them to stretch themselves. They expose themselves to those with different perspectives and continually push themselves out of their comfort zone. By surrounding yourself with the best in the business, you will be able to learn from the strategies that they've developed that will help you thrive. As with most things, this all starts with you. It's always you that has to take the first step into anything. Now you might be scared, nervous, maybe been in that comfort zone a little bit too long. But believe me, there is so much waiting for you out there. Stuff that you haven't even seen, stuff you don't even exist yet. But to find it, you have to take that first step. You don't have to fly into it. If dipping your toe in works better for you, then do it. As long as you're moving forward, it doesn't matter how fast you're going. The only person that you are in a race with is yourself. So please do not worry about what other people are doing. Focus on you. Now, people have been asking how they can put their plan into action. The dream started, and the answer is simple. Book your free Learn, Develop, Live Power Call over at ldlcall.com. It's free, it's 30 minutes, it's dedicated to you, completely one-to-one. We can throw around some ideas, see how we can get you on the road to greatness, the one that's just waiting for you to join. Now, as for me this episode, we have come to a close. The end is upon us. So thank you for listening, streaming, downloading, however you listen to the podcast, wherever you listen to it. Good luck with finding that inner circle, and, well, be back tomorrow when I'll see you in the next one.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast, trying to help you understand this crazy world we live in.
Goodbye.
What? It's over already?
All over.
Thank you for listening to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I hope you feel as warm, motivated, and fuzzy inside as I do. You can connect with Chris at LearnDevelopLive.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
I won't say goodbye. I'll just say until we meet again.
Until next time, join the motivation. Motivation.